last episode pretty much started a new arc. Got to meet some new characters. And it looks like this arc is going to be involving Sebas. He, helped out a woman who's been terribly, terribly neglected and, tortured. And yeah, he got her cleaned up, healed up, to the dismay of Solution, who doesn't know why he's taking care of a human. Even though he's taking care of her because he's being influenced by the words of his creator. Lord, touch me. But he's not wanting to tell Solution that. I have a feeling that Solution is going to go behind Sebas's back, tell Lord Ainz, and it might turn into a Cocytus kind of situation where Ainz would want to test not only his loyalty to Nazarick, but also like his level of self-thinking. We also, met some members of this so-called Eight Fingers who were responsible for torturing this woman. Tawari was her name. And I also have a feeling that they're soon going to have themselves some bad karma by attacking, and taking her and getting on Lord Ainz's bad side. So let's go ahead and get on into the next episode.
First up, the supplemental funds for Sebas. Next is the reconstruction and equipment fund for the Lizardmen villages.
Oh.
That leaves...
Chump change!
Oh, man.
Why is there never enough money?
Oh, the real world strikes again. Oh, no.
No, Momon is highly respected. I can't have people thinking he's only in it for the money.
Yeah, why not?
I really need the cash.
My intrusion, but I thought you would like to know the iron ore you requested has arrived and the merchant is waiting for payment.
Oh.
Excellent. Take this and thank him for me.
May I ask why you ordered it from so many different sources?
It's an experiment. I'm learning
Okay.
how the exchange box appraises things in this world.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Then I will retrieve the ore and report back.
Good. And if the situation should turn ugly, how will you handle it?
Safety takes priority. I will withdraw immediately.
Hey!
I will relocate to the dummy Nazarick that Lady Aura constructed with all due haste, and in doing so, confuse our enemies.
Good. Avoid routes with large crowds where you can easily be attacked. And should any bystanders accost or catcall you, do not injure them severely. Keep your bloodlust in check, and refrain from calling humans worms or insects. Remember, we are high-ranking adventurers.
Yes.
Both our reputations hinge on your restraint.
Right.
That is all. Good luck.
Blue Roses. Haven't we heard that name before? Wasn't it mentioned in season 1 that an adventurer's party was named the Blue Rose or something like that?
Right, of course.
Am I now? If you really took stock in my advice, I wouldn't have to waste my breath reminding you every day.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
I think the
Since you won't rest,
the
how
chick
about
from episode 1,
You, sir?
just recently,
from the Slain
I was
Theocracy
telling
mentioned the
Kello
Blue Rose
actually
as well, right?
I'd like to train with someone who has a little resilience.
Callow, you, Lord? No way.
Yep. If not for the aid of a merciful and awe-inspiring caster, there's a good chance I wouldn't be standing here right now.
What sort of magic caster could do that?
His name is Ainz Ulgon. He is incredible. Even the Baharuth Empire's freakish wizard wouldn't stand a chance. At least, that's what I think of him.
I'll be sure to remember him. You can count on that, my lord. But are you sure you want to train with someone as inexperienced as me?
It's not training, just practicing with swords. Whether you learn something from it or not is entirely up to you. Oh, very good, Climb. A normal soldier would have been done after that.
Princess Renera relies on me for safety. I have to become stronger than I am.
Fine, then stop waiting for me. I told you. Stop focusing on what's in my damn hand!
Martial art! Fortress!
Ooh.
That's right! Here we go! Martial
See?
art slash!
Like, I think this kid is strong, but
You surprised me.
he
Now,
probably
take this a
just
bit more seriously.
doesn't have confidence in himself and talks down on his own abilities. If maybe he had more confidence, he would be in a better situation.
I think I did a good job of controlling myself, considering your bones are still intact.
I'm just bruised, that's all. A
But
little rest and I'm
you
fine.
can't
You'll
train
be off to guard the
experience.
princess soon, right?
Yes, sir.
Drink
If you
this.
lack the
Fix worst part.
experience, you're not going
Thank you very
to.
much, my lord.
If you lack
You
experience,
really
then
are
you
amazing,
know
How did you?
If you're asking how I got this strong,
that's
you're out of
completely
luck.
different
I don't
story.
have a good answer for you. I simply have a talent for the art of combat.
Thank you very much.
That strike from above is one of your best abilities.
Hmm?
However, you should think about what you're going to do next as a follow-through.
Right, I will.
Chief Warrior.
And
If you'll excuse
Vice Chief.
seeing ahead, that all comes with experience
This is
too.
bad, sir. The boy is bodyguard to the princess. If word got out that he fought the Chief Royal Warrior and either of you lost, the noble faction would have a field day.
I just wanted to spar with someone who could keep me on my toes for a bit.
Well, I don't think anyone saw you, but you should be more careful from now on. His common heritage is only compounded by the fact that he's an orphan from God knows where. The noble
Ooh.
faction's antipathy toward him is pretty strong.
Yeah, damn nobles.
So, do you think you can help him improve?
Sadly, he's as
Ne-
strong
never
as ever
want
been.
anybody with
He's lived
common
adventures
blood
with Captain Gold.
to have any sort of
While he's
influence or
limited by his
power.
ability,
You
he's not
know,
limited by experience.
They're all trash.
Only time will tell.
Hold on. Gazif, is that Prince Zanuck with Marquis Raven?
Hmm.
Why would someone of the noble faction be with the prince? Does he intend to switch to the royal faction?
Very possible that Marquis is a shameless opportunist. Wouldn't shock me to see him anywhere.
Ah, the ever-dutiful Climb. On your way to visit that monster, I presume?
I am.
Monster?
With all due respect, Highness,
Wait, what?
Princess Renere is a kind-hearted
Oh,
and beautiful
what?
treasure of the kingdom.
I'm not the one who called
So
her a
I
monster,
was
and I will
right
deny
when I
anyone who
first
says
saw her.
otherwise.
She's
Treasure. Well, considering the money she's wasted,
she's
on
hiding her
government and
true
prohibition
intentions and her true
taxes,
self.
I hardly think treasure is appropriate.
She is like
I
Kushida
believe Princess Renee
from
proposed
Classroom of the
measure that
Elite.
follows
Oh
the
my
prince
god.
Surely that has merit.
A rare exception, that. But what about the others, Mark?
But then again,
She knows her goal is
this is
impossible,
like
so
her
she throws
brother,
darts in
right?
the
So
dark with
it
regard
could
to
just
who
be,
she hits.
I'm certain she wouldn't do
just
such a thing, Lord.
regular
I'm
sibling,
sure
you know,
are. Would you deliver a message to that
regular
family?
sibling
If
for
given the chance, our elder brother will use her as a political instrument. But if she works with me,
just
he will
quarrels,
graciously
right?
relieve her
Just
of her title as prince and grant her
siblings are
comfortable
known
plot of
to,
land
you know,
and
just
her
call
family.
each other names and stuff.
Surely
Like,
you jest, Lord.
yeah,
I'll pretend I
and
didn't hear
bicker
that
and
for
fight,
your
and
sake.
you know
That's a
how it
shame.
goes.
I thought it was quite good. One more thing. Marquis Raven and I are of the same mind when it comes to that girl and her policies.
Oh.
I dare say our joining forces will prove to be the last nail in Renee's proverbial coffin.
Prince Zanuck.
Oh,
Don't worry about it, Marquis. I'm fairly certain that monster is quite aware of our opinion of her.
of course, you know, vying for the throne
Goodness,
can
what
also.
common are doing in here? The princess has bizarre tastes. Definitely.
Ooh. She better not let
Pardon me.
anybody hear that. But
I was wondering where you were.
yeah, vying for the throne is also, probably a
Morning,
big part
princess.
in,
Sorry I'm late.
calling her a monster.
Lady Indra.
Oh, her. She's a member of my team. This is Tina.
My apologies. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Climb. I'm well aware of your exploits. Of all Blue Rose's members, in fact. You're practically a living
Oh, so
legend.
this is the Blue Roses. Okay.
Thanks for looking after my fiendish boss's friend.
We were just getting to the meat of the discussion. Why don't you join us?
I'm your bodyguard. It would be inappropriate.
It makes no difference to me.
My lady, I couldn't possibly.
Enough with formality. Just call me Lacuse. Special men get that privilege.
Damn.
Special?
Please don't joke like that, my lady.
Wait, she was joking? Of course I was, sweetie. I mean, Climb is special, don't get me wrong.
She was
Just having fun.
she's trying to seduce him, bro. Like, God damn.
Don't worry, Tina's the only one who bites. Tina, give her the parchment. We found this in the village where they were producing black dust. Know what it is? It's a substitution
Black
cipher.
dust.
Interesting.
Is that the name of the
Why they
drug?
left it behind. A trap? Or for some other reason? And if it was a trap, why use something so hard? Be right back. I have a hunch that cracking this code will prove fairly easy. Unbelievable. You got that right. I don't understand why she thinks she's powerless to help anyone. Of all the people I know, she's the only one I would call a genius and mean it. Well, it isn't orders from their higher-ups, sadly. But it is a list of villages and buildings. 7 of which are in the capital. Do you think they're black dust stockpiles or other critical production sites? I doubt they'd leave anything that important at a production site or written in such an easy code. I think it was bait. They tricked us? Not exactly. 8 Fingers is divided up into 8 different organizations, right? Yeah, that's the rumor anyway. There's smuggling, slave trading, gambling, illegal drugs, and each one has its own chief.
Okay.
And I believe these are bases for the other organizations. They need our attention diverted until they can get things back on track. And they're using their own partners as bait?
Oh.
That underground brothel's not on the list. What is it?
I'm confused. I thought that such establishments had been done away with thanks to the princess.
Mostly. Abolishing the slave trade did a lot of good. But unfortunately, one 8 Fingers brothel is still active here in the capital.
Okay.
Tell me, Renair, what would you say to Blue Rose raiding the place and putting an end to it once and for all? If it turned up some evidence as a result, it would strike a powerful blow against the nobles who are in bed with 8 Fingers. I appreciate your willingness, but I would hate to create trouble for you and your family. On the other hand, it would be too much for Climb to handle alone.
I'm terribly sorry for my lack of strength, princess.
Forgive me, Climb, that was careless. That isn't what I was implying at all, okay?
Careless, huh?
Climb, I can't begin to thank you for how hard you work, even when you don't think I'm looking. Just please don't do anything too foolhardy. In fact, I order you not to. You see, if anything happened to you, I would... In any case, while we can't ignore the brothel, we should discuss the other locations on this paper and what to do about them before they catch on. Welcome back, my lord. I've been waiting.
That's very thoughtful of you. I trust there were no problems with your work?
No, none.
Well done, Tuore. I'm glad to hear it. Have you decided what we're having for dinner tonight?
A stew, lord. Made with chopped potatoes.
If it proves to be as tasty as your previous dishes, I'm looking forward to it.
You don't mean that.
I wouldn't lie to you, Tuore. Are you sure you have all the ingredients for the dish?
No. Sorry, I'll check on it later.
We can go shopping together if you like.
Ooh.
No, that's all right.
Don't worry. I understand your fear. I'm not angry.
Sam has risen her up, bro, without even trying, man. Like, damn.
Protect you, Tuore.
No matter what perils may come your way, I will dash them to pieces. You have my word. Sorry, keep moving forward. If you're scared, I don't mind if you close your eyes to do it. All I ask is you trust me to lead the way.
Lord Sebas, you aren't. There is no way I could possibly say no to you after that.
And don't worry about me. I may not look it, but I'm strong, I assure you. As a matter of fact, there are only 41 others who are stronger than me. At least they're the only ones I'm aware of.
Is that
What?
41?
What? I thought Shaltir was the strongest.
I've returned and am at your service, my lady.
Very good, thank you, Sebas.
First off, I have an extremely high regard for her culinary ability solution. Secondly, if any humans were to see us living alone in this mansion, it might raise suspicion and spur them to scrutinize our presence.
So she's part of a diversionary tactic?
Yes, and if I were to seek permission from Lord Hines over a matter as simple as maintaining our cover, he's likely to snap and tell me to think for myself.
I am Stafford Hamish, a constable charged with keeping the peace in our glorious capital.
What can I do for you, Constable?
There's an establishment. Well, his establishment, actually.
Call me Succulent. A pleasure to meet you, my lady.
I received a disturbing report
ugly as
from an
hell.
eyewitness recently. Apparently, someone with a scroll bearing the seal of the Magician's Guild gave him an exorbitant amount of money and made off with one of his employees. Sounds like a clear violation of our slave trade prohibition. So, my lady, has someone in your house been especially naughty?
This is boring.
Huh?
I will let my butler Sebas deal with this touchy matter.
Mm.
I'm sure he can handle things from here. Good day, gentlemen.
Fortunately for you and your mistress, he's a benevolent man and is willing to offer you clemency, which will naturally take the form of consolation payments and commissions.
Bunch of corrupt politicians, bro.
500 gold, not a copper less.
That is beyond extortionate.
Mm.
The girl was in a terrible state when I found her. If you were to take her away now, she might very well die from it.
You don't say. How tragic. In the interest of my dear employees' welfare, what would you say to loaning us the lady of your house instead while the girl recovers?
Oh, indeed, your lost income must be compensated.
Your excessive lust must be a problem for you.
Oh, how dare you! Lust has nothing to do with it. I am merely upholding the law that came at the noble behest of the eminent golden Princess Renair. I will not stand here and suffer your...
Are you?
Now, there's no reason to let your blood boil, Lord Havish. We'll return the day after tomorrow for your decision. I hope for your sake it's the right one, Sebas.
Message.
Oh, gave her the perfect opportunity.
I'm surprised to have you contact me. Is something wrong?
I think there's a chance that Lord Sebas has turned on us.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
No.
No kidding around. If you don't have proof of this accusation, punishment will be swift. Is there any?
Yes, Lord.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh. So now with Solution going off the deep end and getting involved in something she doesn't need to be involved in, even though Sebas told her, you know, their plans and what they were doing, she's just created, you know, another problem that didn't really need Ains's, you know, concern. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Sebas is gonna need to, you know, just work it out. And I'm sure Ains is gonna, you know, lay out a test to prove Sebas's loyalty, to make sure he's not actually betraying Nazarick. And You know, maybe there's a chance that he gives him a test like he gave Cocytus as well. So, but Sebas is on par with, you know, what Ainz is trying to get his guardians to do, and that's self-thinking. It's like he just stated it too. But I don't see why Solution can't understand it. Probably because she's just being petty. And she's jealous that, you know, her boss is taking a liking to a human. But, hey, it is what it is. Looks like the Eight Fingers are making their move. They're playing with fire. And I believe they're about to get on the bad side of Nazarick. But yeah, it is what it is. They're gonna get what's coming to them for sure. And we found out that also the Blue Rose were the people who we saw in the last episode, and that burned the plantation, you know. But yeah, they're about to make their move as well against the Eight Fingers. Also, we found out that the drug is known as Black Dust now, and yeah, it's definitely shaping up to be a great arc, and that's we'll probably sometime see Celis's skills in combat, and the fact that he is proclaiming himself, you know, one of the strongest, or the strongest underneath the 41 the 41 creators, right? Right? That's how many were the creators there were, right? In the guild. And here I was thinking Shaltir was the strongest because of what Ainz was saying. But hey, I don't know, man. Like the Guardians probably all think that the creators are stronger than them, and that all the other Guardians are weaker than them. Probably, I don't know, man. It's kind of confusing, but definitely looking forward to the next one. So with that being said, if you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you want to see full uncut reactions, go and check out my Patreon. Link down in the description. If you have any opinions or criticisms, leave those in the comments section below. And as always, if you're feeling frosty, hit that subscribe button. I am out.